Hi there. Welcome to our 20 for 20. My name is Grace Roebuck, and I'm with the Elks National Foundation. We really enjoyed interviewing our 20 for 20 top 20 so much that we decided to keep it going with the rest of our Elks family. So today I'm joined by Libby Willkomm, a 2019 Most Valuable Student Scholar sponsored by Sheboygan, Wisconsin, Lodge number 299. So thank you so much for joining us today, Libby.
Thanks for having me.
So our first question is just introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about you and where you're from.
Awesome. Well, hi everyone. My name is Libby Willkomm. I'm from West Bend, Wisconsin, but currently I'm in Ithaca, New York. I'm a sophomore at Cornell University studying industrial and labor relations. And it's been a great time being a part of the Elks family. I attended the San Diego service trip January 2020, and now I'm hooked and I love being a part of everything.
Awesome. Perfect. And you already answered my next question in that, so that's perfect. How has this year been? How has it been adjusting and what's that like?
Yeah, it's been really different. Of course, this semester is not like any other. I'm really thankful and grateful to be on campus this semester. We weren't sure if we would be able to, and I know a lot of other students haven't had that same opportunity. So we're on campus. Everything looks totally different, but it's really great being here, being in the environment, like being back with my friends, even if it has pivoted to look a little bit different.
Yeah, of course. Oh, I'm very hard, but being back at school just must make it just a little bit easier.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So, you mentioned that you had gone on a service trip, and something that we see as a common theme with our scholars is this idea of service. So, one question that we have for you, is like, as an Elks scholar, what does service mean to you, and how has that appeared in your life?
Yeah, thank you. I think service means to me, giving back to your community, but I think it's also more than that. It's like the lessons you take. It's this giving and receiving that comes with service. Like I'm giving you my time and my service, but you're giving me like a wealth of knowledge and new lessons and skills and experiences and new perspectives. So I think that's what service means to me is this like reciprocal relationship.
Definitely. And that kind of combats the idea of the savior complex, right? By having it be a conversation, a dialogue.
Absolutely. And that's one of the things that I really loved about the elk service trip is some of the service that we were doing wasn't just, doing these mundane tasks. They sent us out into the streets and our job was to just have conversations with people who were experiencing homelessness. And so it was more than just giving. It was also like learning and gaining new perspectives about, a lot of us have a lot of preconceived notions about people experiencing homelessness. And so the service trip was not only to address people experiencing homelessness and see how we can help, but also like challenge a lot of those preconceived notions many of us had coming in.
Yeah, thank you. That's an awesome overview of the trips. And I definitely agree with just the ones that I've been on too. So, now that we've started to talk about kind of the purpose and how the service trip started to shape you, my question is, what even made you decide to apply to go on the Elk Scholar service trip? We mentioned that you went on the 2021 to San Diego. And for those who are watching this and don't know, the Elks National Foundation has a service trip program that allows scholars under normal circumstances to come together to learn, to serve, and connect with other Elk scholars across the country. So yeah, kind of what made you decide to join, apply? What was that like?
Absolutely. So I think the first thing that caught my eye was, of course, that San Diego, California, and going to school in New York, and then, being from Wisconsin, the idea of spending a week in January in California was exhilarating. And I didn't know about all of these opportunities Elks had when I applied to the Most Valuable Student Scholarship to begin with. And so it was really cool to see all of the programming that they have and the service trips. And I really love doing service. I'm interested in social impact in my future career and nonprofit management. So it also was kind of like a career-oriented experience too. I especially loved when I was on the service trip hearing from individuals who are working at homeless shelters or doing different initiatives, have jobs that I would love to have. So it was really neat to talk to them. And so I think it was kind of all of those factors, wanting to meet some new people. I knew that the Elks family was big and that it was a huge network, but I don't think I was, I had no idea how interconnected and how amazing it would be. Those friendships are ones that I like still hold very close to my heart, and I communicate with them regularly.
Awesome. And you have someone at Cornell that you met too, right?
Yeah, it was incredible. So someone else who went on the San Diego service trip was also from Cornell University. And we didn't realize that we were both from Cornell until we were at the service trip and we were playing this game where we were finding things in common. And he introduced himself and said he went to Cornell. And I was like, oh my gosh, me too. So that's really neat too, because I have someone here on my campus, and then we get to see each other more regularly too.
Awesome. Yeah. Oh, what a dream. Okay, very cool. So, obviously a lot of positive memories about your experience on the service trip. So do you have like a favorite part of it in particular that kind of sticks out to you?
That's a tough question because it was so amazing. I think I have like two. So from the service perspective, I really liked a day where we went to a nonprofit that was putting together hygiene kits. And so we helped put together hygiene kits, and we sorted and counted socks, and I had so much fun doing it. Then they sent us out into the community and they said, give these hygiene kits to people that you see, and then have a conversation with them. And they kind of prepared us for things you can say, what you can talk about. And it was just asking about their lives, like, how are you? Where are you from? And all of these things about them. And it was just so cool to have a conversation with people, learn about them, learn about their journeys. That was really powerful for me. Also, I think just from like the building community perspective, I became very close with the other people who were on my service trip. And we would like cook meals together in the evening. And so I think that is like a lot of bonding can happen in the kitchen. And so I think that was really great too, is just being able to have a meal and then, after like our evening reflection, play a lot of Mafia. Like those are memories that I will always hold close to me.
Definitely. So yeah, do you think like the main way it strengthened your relationship with your Elks family was just like what was it? Was it the service? Was the constantly being around each other? Was it like the Mafia? Was there anything in particular?
Yeah, I think it's just like having us all together. It was like just a lot of like-minded college students. I think it was really cool because we were from all over the country. Like we were different ages, different majors, like totally different group, but we all kind of had this same value in service. And I think that's what really like brought us all together. And then being able to do service together just like naturally bonded us. And I feel like by the second day, we were like best friends.
Definitely. So do you think the main, like, are there any main takeaways that you have from the trip? Like, do you think it's mainly your definition of service and what that means to you? Or is there like another key takeaway that you think about?
I think, I feel like there are so many takeaways. Definitely like learning about service was a huge part of it. Also just my perspectives about individuals experiencing homelessness have totally changed. And we also got to work with a lot of veterans, which was really powerful to me. So learning more about veteran affairs and how we can better support our veteran population was really incredible. I think also like the friendships I built too, I learned a lot about that, you can come together with people you never know, you didn't know before, and come out of it, as best friends in such a short time. So I think that was really cool too.
That's awesome. Yeah, beautiful. Love it. Oh, can't wait for these trips.
I know, me neither.
So, we're dwindling down to some of our last questions, but one question that I think is really important and that you've kind of touched upon, but like, what does Elks Family mean to you, and like, how has this continued to evolve?
Absolutely. Elks Family is this like feeling of being a part of a massive network of college students and volunteers and staff and Elks members themselves who are all oriented around like these common values of service, among many others. And the fact that like if you ever needed anything, like you have this huge network that's there to support you. And I think it's so powerful. And I think it's really special to know that there are so many people out there that I've never met. I don't even know who they are, but I know they care so much about me. And I think that's something really powerful.
Yeah, definitely. And that's like the essence of family too, right? Which is why I think it's like so cool that it's not scholars or alumni or like we all share in this family.
Absolutely. And the idea that like you were part of the Elks family forever.
Mm.
So I don't think I knew that the service trip would be so impactful, but now Elks is like a big part of my everyday life. Like now I get to go to other programs. I get to talk to my fellow service trip members, like all of these things. Like the Elks family now is like a really big part of my life. And that's something that I really appreciate.
Oh, awesome. Oh, we love to hear that. It means that everything is worth it. So, just one last question I have for you, since hopefully we'll have lots of Elks watching this across the country. If you could say anything to the Elks, what would you say?
I would say go for it. Even if you don't know much about Elks, or even if you don't feel super connected to the Elks family yet, there are so many things, even in the time of COVID, like Elks is doing all kinds of cool like virtual programming and different things. And so just go for it. Like it will be so worth it. And hopefully we'll be back to service trips soon. We can all meet each other in person. But my advice is just give it a shot because you will not regret it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Libby. This has been amazing, and a huge thank you to all of our viewers for tuning in. If you like the show, hit the button below and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. So thanks for connecting with the Elks family, and see you next time.
Thank you.